ice cream selection in Spain's phenomenal. She didn't have a bed to lie, so she took their bed away.
Yeah, that happened later in the day, yeah.
No, that was before the umbrella.
Promise you it wasn't.
Completely, utterly wrong.
Do you know what's really annoying about?
Wrong,
do you know what's really annoying about this?
Weren't there.
No, because they'd gone for lunch.
Day. Oh my God, you're right.
It wasn't the second day. It was all on the same day.
I had a large Big Mac meal with a pint.
Oh yeah, we had a pint. No, can we tell everyone the real story about how you got your pint? Do you think I should go and turn the washing machine?
How long does it go on for? Like, it doesn't go this long normally, because we're doing something. It's just lasting even longer.
I think it's doing it on purpose.
Yeah, he knows what's going on.
I could eat again.
Yeah, there's always room for a Big Mac. Okay, be careful. The Germans are coming. They're coming for you now, especially if you leave your lounger on his own. Not your average week, not your average weekend, anyway.
You fighting with children.
What?
You, the Germans.
Not children.
Teenagers.
No, they weren't even that. They were fully grown German people. Arrogant, ignorant arseholes, is all I will say.
Yeah.
Typical Brits v Germans on tour, sort of.
We didn't have towel wars, thankfully.
No towel wars. That's because we got down nice and early. And we were just enjoying ourselves, minding our own business, and then in come the Germans, and they just disrupted everything. We're best to introduce what we were actually talking about. They were actually onto the part.
You've just been desperate to tell everyone.
What?
About the Germans.
You wanted to talk about them because you were getting wound up about them.
Yeah, I'll just say like to you like Adam, and then you'll go and sort it out. I sit there like.
And you're like that. Look at that there. She's just literally so. First of all,
why are you laughing at it?
I just remembered something else. First of all, so we're away this weekend, just so everybody knows. I think everyone knew we was going to Mallorca this weekend. One particular day, I think it was the second day in, just lay there, eyes shut, soaking up the rays, as you usually do, typical Brits, toasting ourselves. And then you get a, excuse me, are you using this umbrella?
Oh, yeah, I did.
And the weird... not couple.
No, so it was a man who was a little man, and he was probably about late 50s, I would say. And he asked if I was using the umbrella, which at the time I wasn't. But it was like 9 a.m, so I was like, "Oh no, sorry, I'm not now, but I will be later." And he went, "So you're not using it now, right?" And I was like, "Fuck off," or as you would say, "Uck off." So then he just went on his little merry way, stalking everyone's sunbeds, trying to find an umbrella. And then we know he's later had a little twin brother, didn't we? And so these weren't even... This is before we even get to the Germans. Yeah. So they're stalking everyone's sunbeds trying to get these umbrellas. And me and you were sat there like, God, see, what's wrong with everyone? Like, for me, I don't see what's the point in sunbathing anyway if you don't actually want some sun on you. So that happened. So we were kind of laughing about it. And then we went over to the pool for like 20 minutes. Came back and our umbrella had been taken.
No, it was more happened before that.
Oh, right. So sorry.
You missed part one, actually, of the actual Germans in full force episode, because
am I missing
the two brothers, they were bad enough on their own.
Yeah.
But what they did do in the end was get 4 beds together and put one towel across 2 beds. Somehow the wind... I'd just blown one of the towel off one of the beds, so the one right in the middle. So you got a set of 4 loungers, 2 in the middle, 1 in the middle. The towel had blown off a little bit from the other bed. So the German girl comes up, doesn't she? No
that
beds.
Was you. So you're having a go at me for like telling the story in the wrong order. You're going from morning to late afternoon and missing out what happened during the day.
You're a day apart. This happened on 2 days. Oh, wow.
Why are you jumping ahead?
Cocktail.
Why are you jumping ahead on the story? Right.
So many mojitos.
Let's go back. Let's go back to what happened next.
First incident. So this is how it happened.
This is not how it happened.
It is. So
Adam's memory's way off.
The 2 midget men came over.
You got to stop saying that.
I know. The 2 small guys came over. You said no. Piss off, basically.
No, it's nice.
Umbrella. It's nice, but that was what you wanted to say. Like, seriously, stop looking at me now. I've told you wrong. I've told you no once already. So they went over. They got the 4 beds. They went off for some lunch. This German girl, who we met the next day again on our episode, came, took their bed away from the middle. She didn't have a bed to lie, so she took their bed away.
Yeah, that happened later in the day, yeah.
No, that was before the umbrella.
I promise you it wasn't.
Completely, utterly wrong.
Do you know what's really annoying about?
Wrong,
do you know what's really annoying about this?
Weren't there.
No, because they'd gone for lunch.
Day. Oh my God, you're right.
It wasn't the second day. It was all on the same day. Now you get the accurate story. I'm wrong. Adam, do you know when you wish you had evidence to show someone how wrong they are, but you know there's no way of proving it?
Right.
I'm actually going to email the hotel and ask for CCTV.
I know when they're right.
You're wrong. So anyway, we go back to the story as it happened. So we had the issue where we asked for our parasol. It is parasol, isn't it? Anyway, we said no. Went to the pool, came back. The Germans who had sat next to us, which were probably like early 20-year-olds, they had just like openly stolen our parasol and put it next to theirs. And I was fuming because I was like, that's just an unwritten rule. You don't do that. So I just said to him as I grabbed it, I'm just going to take this parasol back now. And he just grabbed his hat off the bottom of it and was like, oh, okay. And I was like livid. I said, we're not using it right now, but I will be later. And I was really annoyed. So we had that issue, and you could tell they were like smirking to themselves and laughing in German about us wanting our umbrella back. So that annoyed me anyway. And then, like you say, later in the day, the two little guys and their family, they eventually did get a second parasol, by the way. They went off for some lunch, or they weren't around. The Germans had gone for some lunch or something. And this one single woman, who we don't know is German, again, Adam's just telling us all that she's German.
She was part of that group.
No, she wasn't part of the group. She was completely separate. Woman on her own, walks over, grabs the bed just because it was empty. So it's like 4 beds together, and it was like, say, like the third one along. She just grabbed it out of the 4, wheeled it out, and everyone's like looking at her from around all the other beds, like the front of her. And then she just like took it over to like a space on her own, like under this tree. And this is like 3 PM or something.
Not giving a flying hoot.
And then just like proceeded to sunbathe on that for the rest of the afternoon. And I did notice later on that she managed to get herself a parasol, so she was obviously knit that from somewhere as well. So I don't think the little twin brothers were very happy about that.
No, just there's another part to this.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's day 1, and then you can talk about the next day.
Yeah, you're getting mixed up with day.
No, I'm not.
Well, but what happened was, and you didn't see it, I don't know why, you might have gone to wash your hair actually.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't see the little guys come back. Oh my God. Like a serious, like, bitch fit, one of the guys, like the brothers, obviously.
What, because the parasol had been taken?
No, this was another incident that they'd had while out on lunch.
Right, so this whole podcast is just going to cover all the arguments.
They not only had the lounger nicked, they came back again later, having 3 loungers, not even bleeding noticed that there was only 3 there, and started arguing with each other about something that happened at lunch as well. It's like, well, they're having a great holiday.
Well, at least you had some entertainment.
Yeah, but towards the back end, the next day, that one girl who took the bed away that you were
on the first day,
on the first one, yeah, she was part of that 4 group we had the episode with.
If she was part of the 4 group?
No,
so there was a 5th
day. Think about it. The other umbrella incident. The other umbrella. Why are you not remembering?
Right, but you know that girl. No, you're really annoying me. That one lady that stole that bed was a single woman on her own that looked nothing like them 2 German girls that was part of that couple. You do know that, don't you?
Yeah, the ones from day 1.
Yeah.
That were next to us. That you took the brolly back from.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that.
Right, so I don't know any other German people.
You're going to ruin my other story.
Well,
the 4 Germans on the last day.
The 4 Germans on the last day are the same as the ones on the first day.
No, and
I hope you didn't.
She was. You just talk. Anyway, so everyone knows Caz was completely wrong.
Caz wasn't wrong.
And I've ruined my story.
Right, I want to find out.
She wants to be right about it.
Oh, I've ruined your story. I want to find out in the comments who you think it. I'm like 100 million% confident.
Just totally there. 25 times that. So
you've added on a girl to the group of the 2 couples. You've added on So you've added her onto the 2 couples.
So
there was 5
guys. No, babe, no, you're not listening. She was part of the second day group. Yeah, that's how I recognised her, and I thought it's definitely them because she's already nicked a lounger once. Yeah. The other guys...
You know, she was single and just on her own. That's why she just got a bed by herself.
She just found one, but she was in part of that group.
So she made friends with them?
She'd have come at another time. I'm going to stop the conversation. He's winding me up. God damn, so wrong. So wrong. Anyway, Caz was 8 cocktails down at this stage, so it explains a lot. But no, it was too dear to have 8, so we couldn't. But
Bless you.
Yeah, literally, just to get my own back on the last day. They'd done it again. They nicked the parasol.
Yes, it wasn't to get your own back. We'd left them to it, but we'll draw a line over it.
You were happy to. Because like you said, who needs a bleeding brolly if you're sunbathing?
No, but what I'm trying to say is, we just thought, right, that happened on that day, it's fine, they've learned the lesson.
I still want to get them back.
But on that last day, they actually went one further again, so we had our beds and we had our parasol. We didn't even notice they were around the pool. We went to the pool, came back, and I was like, our parasol's gone. And then I looked to the right, and them 4 Germans who had come together as 2 couples, not with a 5th woman, were in their sunbeds with 2 parasols. And I was like, I can't actually believe, but because it wasn't as obvious, we couldn't really go over and say, like, can we have it back? And they were just like sat there all arrogant. And for me, it just winds me up so much because it's like you just don't do that, do you?
No, there's etiquette, isn't there?
Yeah.
They don't give a shit.
So I said like a bit of a, flyaway remark, like, oh, I wish somebody would take their parasol. What did you do, Adam?
I nicked it. I thought, you knobheads.
But you didn't just wheel it away like I thought you was going to do in your walk. You did your Adam walk, which was a stomp, like 100 miles an hour.
Because that would have been too obvious. I had to go a bit of stealth mode to actually make it not noticeable. If
I wish you'd seen yourself.
If we did what you said I did, then everyone would have noticed.
But you didn't just take the umbrella away, did you? You dismantled the umbrella.
I dismantled it and made it hard for him, so I took it out of the bottom, I unscrewed the weight thing from it, and I went and hit the brolly round on the wall near the back.
There's rumours that 5th German, that girl who was on her own but joined them 2 couples, that she's after you.
Yeah, no, so part of that same crew. But that was like the exciting bit around the pool. Everything else was as you'd expect it to be. Posers, drunken groups, weird-looking people.
What about the lad that came with his mum that had the funny walk?
It's like, not discriminating or anything, are we? But one of the cutest guys I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. Like, multicoloured, sharp nails. He had the perfect walk, the pose. Like what you said, you described it. It's like he was walking down a bastard catwalk to get to the toilet.
I loved him. He was brilliant to watch.
He didn't give a flying F.
He didn't care. And you know what? He was really ripped as well. So, like, if anyone gives him any trouble, I think he might be able to handle himself.
Nah.
He's saying no to that.
Around, yeah. Like, no. Honestly, though, if you stabbed anyone with them bastard nails, then
there you go. Cat fight.
Fucking Wolverine. Seriously, yeah. But no, hotel was banged on, literally not a cloud in the sky for 4 days.
It was too hot though, weren't it?
Baking hot. Oh my God, like we couldn't, it was one of them you can't walk on the floor.
Yeah.
Like literally, it was piping hot.
My feet were burning just on the towel, like.
Yeah, I do excuse, Caz forgot to turn the washing machine off, so if there's any noise in the background.
Do you know what, I thought I paused it, but maybe it doesn't work.
It just adds to the,
it just adds to the fact that everyone realises that I am the one that does all the washing.
No, it adds to the fact that we realise that the life is hectic and we've
That's second wash load of the day, that.
We've already done 2 videos on the first day back on FUTV, now filming the podcast.
I've not even been able to watch any of your videos because I went to the gym early and then I was actually doing work.
Yep. Actual work as well.
Yeah, like proper full-on meeting. It lasted more than 30 minutes as well.
There you go. Good job you had a long weekend away then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just to get yourself recharged and ready to go.
But, do you know what? Does it ever feel like you're recharged or like? Because we flew back late last night and I'm so tired.
Feel battered. Feel absolutely battered. Ryanair at its finest. Although we got an upgraded Ryanair flight coming back. Posh leather seats that were like bleeding rock hard stones.
I don't think that's an upgraded flight. I think it's just a newer plane.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, yeah, like a new plane then, let's call it that.
Yeah.
But a little bit better than what you'd usually expect Ryanair interior of a plane to be, wasn't it?
Yeah.
New or what?
Do you think everyone's enjoying the podcast so far? Because we've been having an argument about the Germans.
Arguing about Germans. That's what it's all about. It's normal life, isn't it? Yeah. You talk about a Brit going away on holiday. There's always a German story, isn't there?
Yeah, probably. Oh, bless you.
But yeah, you could literally tell. And do you know what pissed me off? Going back into, we talked about this yesterday at the airport. I thought, I'm going to walk down this way. So you walk into the airport, you check in, and they just have this section, they call it the mob section.
What,
where they leave all of the shit for the English people.
Right, okay.
English flights, crappy Burger King, crappy cafe, a shoe stall. It's like, what the
stall?
hell? Yeah, right in the middle of the terminal. And I'm like, oh, let's walk down here. I've seen people with Mackies. So we walked down this other aisle.
God, yeah.
All the Germans were at the other end of the airport, weren't they?
Yep.
It was like a la carte.
I've just been obsessed with Germans this week.
Honestly, though, like, seriously, the Spanish looking after them. Like, we had the shit end of the airport. We walked further out. We had a nice sit
You
down
were on a
meal and
rampage.
everything.
You were on a rampage because when we got over to our gate, all you wanted was a bar of chocolate, and it was just not. We even
We
wanted
couldn't get a bar of chocolate for love of the money, could we?
No.
Oh, no, sod this, I'll wait. But, yeah, it was, for Ryanair, probably not the worst.
No,
Couple of hours behind on both flights together.
your knees didn't touch the back of the seat on the way back.
No, so a tiny little bit more legroom on that. So, yeah, that was all right. And the drinks were flowing. I think I drank way too much.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Major detox.
so thirsty all of the time. And obviously you have to wash it down with alcohol.
Honestly, your answer to everything is like, you know, when you're away or you're going somewhere and it's like, oh, should we have this or we have this? Adam, both. It's just both all the time. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have to get a beer or a Coke, both. So there we beers and Cokes all the time. I don't just have a glass of wine or a beer. Let's just have both.
And either the first quencher and then my nice drink.
Yeah, cocktails. When we got to that bar, we went for the cocktails. I had like a frozen one, and you was like, "Oh, I don't know if I want a strawberry mojito. I might have both." And I was like, "Just order one, drink it, and then order the other one. Otherwise, one's gonna melt." It's like you can't wait.
No, I want both. I want a lot. It's like you've always got to order a side. What are we having as a side? What's the side?
Oh, yeah, you're a
That's the most
nightmare.
exciting bit. But yeah, no, we've been there 3 times now, haven't we? To the same resort.
It's lovely for a few days away.
It's all right. It's nice. Couldn't do more than what we did. 5 days max.
Yeah.
Really, there's not enough to do. It's full of drunkens. As soon
No, but it's full of drunks if you go to where it's full of drunks.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a restaurant just outside our hotel, kind of like literally on the beach, and it's like a beach club kind of vibe, and that was so nice out there, weren't it?
Yeah, it was.
You can find really nice places if you want to.
It was great because our hotel's right next to Nicky Beach as well, isn't it? So at the weekend, obviously all of the yachts start pulling in, don't they?
Yeah.
And all coming to Nicky Beach. All of the high rollers start pulling in, so you get all the snazzy little private yachts coming through. And
Yes.
it's absolutely hammered, isn't it?
What I'm most impressed with is that during the course of the time we're away, you managed to do 3 videos a day.
Yep, working hard, keeping the content going. Everyone loved it. Different places.
I was really thinking we might get another signing before we got back.
Stalemate now. Like, literally dragging it out. United played the first game. 2 injuries in the first bastard game.
First bastard game.
Honestly, it had to be the new signing Yoro, and obviously our one striker Highland, who's out on tour, gets an Ami as well. So
Think
yeah.
I should go and turn the washing
how long does it
machine
go on for? Like, it doesn't go this long normally, because we're doing something. It's just lasting even longer. That.
I think it's doing it on purpose.
Yeah, it knows what's going on. It's got a mind of its own. Oh God, fucking hell! You know what I mean?
hell.
No, I think we'll be all right. I think the posh microphones will cancel out the noise.
Let's hope
We'll have
so.
to just get Josh to do some editing on the background noise a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can all let me know in the comment section. Do you blame Caz for not turning it off properly? And she's just pressed the remote on it now and it's turned itself off.
I haven't got a remote for the washing machine. I wish I did.
Yeah, no, with United, it was a shit game, really. Like, lost the game, won the penalties, 2 injuries.
People won't know this, but I had to calm you down in the morning because obviously it was on it. Was it 1 a.m., 2 a.m. our time? Mm-hmm. And obviously there was 2 worrying injuries. So you've kind of got up in the morning, read through everything, and seen that there's injuries. It's like, oh God. And I could see it like affected you straight away. And then I was like, Adam, don't start letting the negativity take over yet. We've not even started the season. And like little minute pep
Plenty
talk.
of time for that.
And you was good. I think breakfast probably helped, but
Breakfast is always very good, especially when it's all you can eat. plenty of pastries.
I think
which
people
were
were
very
surprised actually by your positivity about it. I think people joined expecting an Adam rant and didn't get one.
No, I look at it for what it is. It's pre-season, not bothered about results. I've seen some videos of people going back to reality, like, this is what we need to be aware of. It's like, friendly against Arsenal. Like, we beat Arsenal last pre-season.
And then look at the season we had.
Look at the season we had. City have just been beaten by Celtic. Chelsea have just been beaten by Celtic. But no one's telling us that Celtic are going to win the European Cup. People just need to settle down. It's overreaction in pre-season. I've been there, done it, seen it. I've seen loads of people reacting the wrong way with it. And yeah, I'm not concerned at all. The only thing that worries me is players getting injured again. And that same old excuse coming back in.
Do you think we are cursed as a club, or do you think we do something wrong?
Centre-backs is a worry. Like, it's always the centre-backs.
Yeah.
No idea what that is and what it's all about. I've never, honestly, the last 2 years, I've never seen injuries like it. Never seen anything like it. But surely is the law of averages would say you're going to have a better season than you did last season.
Yeah, but what if it's not just down to luck? What if there's something going on behind the scenes in the training, or
the muscle injuries for like Hoyland and stuff? He did that. Yeah,
the impact injuries. But last season, how many players got injured during training? Like, we were just hearing about it during the week. Another player injured, and it's like, what are they doing?
Well, it's all changed now. New medical team, new coaches.
Is it a full new medical team?
It's a lot more, yeah, because Sir Dave Brailsford's apparently got now a new sports science thing set up in there. So every player's got their own sort of programme. Everyone's looked at differently. It's not one for all. Mm-hmm. Everyone's got their specifics. Like, we know ourselves, like, we played football with younger people before, and our recovery time is non-existent compared. Like, they can go again the next day. You got no chance.
That's why I'm not training on Friday.
Yeah, they've been calling you out, though. They're missing you, aren't you? What is it, 3 pre-season friendlies
No,
now?
I've missed 2, and we've got 2 or 3 more, and I'm going to play the next ones.
Right, and they've won both.
Yeah.
And still said that they really badly miss you.
Yeah, I don't know if they're just being nice.
Well.
Yeah.
It bodes well for the season, doesn't it?
I got a message off James before, didn't I? What did it say? I can't even remember now.
Oh, it said the rest of the squad waiting for the superstar to come back to pre-season.
Yeah, like it. One of them.
And a skeleton figure tapping his fingers.
I was like, oh, what do you mean?
Because it's been so long since you played.
Yeah.
It does feel like now the seasons are coming closer, doesn't it, though? Like, United.
We don't start till September, though.
I don't think anyone does in grassroots. Because Alfie's is the same. He starts September-ish. He's got a couple more friendlies to get through. And United are off in, it's just over 2 weeks now.
2 weeks on Friday.
2 weeks Friday, the season kicks off.
It's your birthday eve.
Yep. Birthday on the Saturday. United play on the Friday. They better not.
That could be a bad birthday.
We've got 2 more podcasts before we get to that, so we'll touch on that near the time. I don't even want to stress myself out thinking that they're going to ruin the birthday weekend.
What we're going to do for your birthday, though? What do you think?
If
United play Friday?
Probably go out for drinks.
What, after you've done all the content and everything?
No.
Well past your bedtime.
More the Saturday. Go out on the Saturday. I had bedtime, God. We were like getting chuffed with ourselves because we made it past 10 o'clock. Well, out in bleeding me up.
We actually did a cheers to the fact we were out with a drink after 10 o'clock.
There was one moment where we looked at it and went, wow, we've actually made it past 10.
Yay.
Hardcore, yeah. That's what it felt like. And you've seen people like actually not even going out till 11 o'clock and we're like rolling in like...
Are the people going out in bikinis? Like, I know it was hot, but...
Somewhere, yeah. The young kids of today, it's a different ball game altogether.
There's no way I'd be carrying that off.
They weren't carrying it off. There were some sites, weren't there? Christ. Like, God, it is a debate as well. I want to ask, like, Louise, who comes on FUTV, she's a modern FUTV, slagging off the tall socks. Yeah, we go to our car, and all the kids wearing the socks all the way up. Well, she says that's like a granddad
I don't
style.
think she was slagging off. She was just like making a statement that you were wearing your socks in like a dad way, I think. Like dad socks. But we both wear our socks quite high. And then we ended up having a bit of competition with everyone, don't we, in terms of who wears the socks high and not.
Yeah, but even so, like, kids were doing it.
Yeah.
It's a trend.
I feel like we're probably right. Let's go with that.
No, we're always right. Oldest always knows best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Louise.
Yeah, and all the other kids.
Pull your socks up.
Yeah. Pull your socks up now. Come on, get on with it.
What about, there's another one. Right, when I play football, my socks go to my knees or just over my knees. What is this thing with like footballers now wearing socks like just above their ankles and like barely any shin pads? I don't get it.
Collie off, yeah. I noticed him as well doing
Is he doing it as well?
Yeah.
Luke Shaw started doing it, which annoyed me because it was after Jack Grealish, and it's like, I hate people that copy people. It really winds me up.
Yeah. The one with the ripping of the socks at the back.
Yeah, they were talking about that on. Was it, what's Gary Neville's one called?
The overlap.
Yeah, I'm sure they were talking about on there. I remember listening to it.
What Roy Keane said about that. A lot of shit.
Surely they don't actually need to. But now it's like the plaster on the nose. Remember that in the 90s? Rory Fowler.
God, what was that all about?
There's always something, isn't there?
There's always a trend, isn't
Putting Vic Vapor up in your shirt.
Yep, Patrick Vieira is who I remember for that one.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What other ones has there been? There's definitely been loads of fads, hasn't there?
Oh, God, yeah. You just think back. I was doing something with Josh the other day, just talking and communicating about some content, and we got onto like shirts.
Yeah.
And like favourite United shirts and favourite like tops, famous ones and all that. And now it's like you know exactly what the shirt is, but you can never remember the year. I can remember most of the years for all United shirts.
That's mental.
It's crazy. Like, what was your... everyone's favourite shirt is the black view camp.
I don't know what my favourite shirt is, because literally, like, I'll have a favourite and then someone will wear another one. I'll be like, oh, actually, that one. I can never pick one of anything, can I? I'm always like this.
There's way too many. But
I did like that in recent times. You know, the pale blue one from like 2 or 3 seasons ago.
Blue and white?
Yeah.
Yes, with red writing.
Yeah,
I've got
nice.
that one upstairs. Yeah, that one's nice. The other one for that season was the dark blue and yellow one.
Yeah, that got mixed reviews, didn't it?
Yeah,
Frankie had that one.
I like that one, but
You suit them all.
football shirts for me, definitely. The 90s style are iconic, but you never get away wearing them now. Too baggy. Have you noticed that football shirts are turning into like rugby shirts now? So rugby shirts are always skin tight so they can't grab them. Like the football shirts are going the same. Like, have you seen Spursy shit? Like Spursy shirts nearly every single
Spurs
season.
are always like
They're
that.
like bleeding spray-ons.
Yeah, like you can't sign for Spurs unless you've got like the right figure to fit into the shirt. That's the first prerequisite is would your body look good in this shirt?
Something that you'd expect United to deal with that. But we had the confirmation as well that, well, not so much confirmation, confirmation that at the end of this year we're going to find out that United want to build a new stadium.
Exciting.
100,000 seater stadium, state of the art. I've seen everyone bigging up the new stadium. Every single journalist that says the same thing. Old Trafford cannot be fixed.
I'm not a massively sentimental person, like, so I appreciate the views of people that don't want to see a new Old Trafford, but I just things like that just don't bother me. I'm just like excited for a new stadium.
Yeah, I think it's going to be, what did he say, 6-year plan? We've had people on our
Why
shows, like,
6 years though? I mean, I put something in, I think someone said it, and I said Jim's building it on the weekends to save money. 6 years.
Yeah, he's doing it as a weekend job, isn't he, on the side?
Jim and Dave.
Yeah, Jim and Dave, the builders, Bob the builders. But no, all for it. I think it's the right way to go. It takes any issue or argument out of naming rights for Old Trafford or redoing Old Trafford, taking seats away from Old Trafford while we actually build the stadium up. It's just not right. So what would you call new stadium?
I have no idea.
Give me a name. You heard them all. They were all in the chat the other day on FUTV. People giving out the names for new stadium.
I've seen loads of names, but I feel like people want it. Like people saying like the George Best something or other, or, you know, the Matt Busby. He's like, I love all of that, and I love the nostalgia around it. But in reality, we know that's not going to happen because there's going to be, I think, a massive like bidding war. Like, you know, when they like, is it called when they tender for things?
Naming
like
rights, yeah.
all of these big brands are going to be desperate to have their name on that stadium. So I think it's going to be huge, like lucrative.
Massive, and they pay fortunes.
Yeah.
I said it the other day, I think, in one of the chats, was like, the naming rights will probably pay for about a third of the build.
Yeah.
That's
I just
how
hope they
much
do it in a
money you can
tasteful
get.
way.
They are doing. They want to take a lot of the elements from the Old Trafford Stadium, put them in. They don't want it to be one of these modern bowls. They want to build it with like Old Trafford in mind.
I do. I said
tiny
this to you. I want it to be like something that eclipses what Arsenal and Spurs and any other new stadiums. I want it to eclipse every. I just want it to be something that's different. It's got other features. We're not just copying oh, that's a nice stadium, that's good, we'll do that. That we actually like are a little bit more innovative and think of new things that would be good to have, so that people look at us and go, oh, look at that stadium, and I wish we'd have done it that way.
If you get the grounds like fresh start, clean slate to build a stadium, would you not make it the biggest in Europe?
Yeah.
It's not going to be.
It's not, and that's a bit disappointing, but that's why I think more so on the features, I just want it to have things that are different and new and like ready for like the next era of football.
Concerts, NFL.
I honestly don't care. I don't care about stuff like that.
It's more money.
I know, and I get it. So, and maybe they will do that, but that's not what I'm not fussed. I just want it. I want it to be a football-focused stadium. Like that has to be the primary
outside,
thing.
Fans
focused,
fan zones,
yeah.
Things to do outside, shopping centres, hotels apparently are being built as well. It's exciting times for the area, 100%.
But I mean, in the stadium, I just want it to have like nice new concepts. Not Carling.
A McDonald's inside.
Oh my God, it would never get you out.
Get the McDonald's inside the new Old Trafford.
We not mentioned actually you had a bit of a paddy last night because you didn't get your McDonald's.
The queue was too big. Really disappointing. And you made me sit down in this.
Honestly, it's like having a child with me. You was like, that queue, and I was like, oh, we're not waiting in that. It would have been like 30 minutes just to wait for you to have your 2 Big Macs. And I said, well, if we go in here, they've got food and we can charge the phone. So you were like, sat down like sulking. And then you were still going to go in queue. And I was like, well, if you want to go in queue, you can go in queue. But why have you got that weird notification on your phone?
Sound was off.
Silly boy.
Breaking news.
I was like, if you want to go in queue for the Big Macs, like you can, but you're going to be ages. And you were like, oh.
I was. Proper little spat dummy out moment. I want the fucking Big Mac.
And then by the time I left for our gate, there was no queue. And he was like, oh, I could go. And I was like, yeah, but you're just eating. I could eat again.
Yeah, there's always room for a Big Mac. There's always room for a Big Mac.
I just really wanted some fries.
McDonald's fries, that's where the fat is.
I know, but nice.
Nice. We did have a Mac as well. We was actually in Mallorca, didn't we?
I know, we did get called out on it. But the thing is, what's the dog doing? It's because you're talking about food. He thinks he's getting something. He's not stupid. Louis, come here. No. Right, so the thing is, with the McDonald's, so we walked past, so we were going out for something to eat, and we were thinking maybe just get like a nice sandwich or something. Yeah. Someone walked past with a bag of McDonald's, and oh my God. It's the smell gets you, isn't it? So then we had Google Maps on, like, trying to figure out where the Mac is.
And the worst thing was, we got to the Google Maps and we're like, this is 700 yards away. It's like...
How did we not know?
We walked past this thing already.
Isn't it cooler when you're going for a McDonald's to see what other new things they've got?
Yeah, I had a large Big Mac meal with a pint.
Oh yeah, we had a pint. No, yeah. Can we tell everyone the meal story about how you got your pint?
Yeah, you realised there was alcohol on the board.
You'd already ordered yours. You were like, what? You had to go back and amend everything.
Yeah, so I ordered mine. I got a Big Mac meal. I know what I'm doing here. Beep, 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 bump. Right, you go and put yours in now, and you're looking through it. And I'm like, what's that you just done there? He said, I've ordered a pint. I was like, pint? McDonald's? I'm like, cancel. Pint. Yes,
I've got a pint.
Like, alcohol, but it comes in a McDonald's cup. So you're having like your beer out of a McDonald's cup.
Is it Mahou, the brand?
Mahou, or something like that. Madrid beer, innit, I think.
Yeah. It's all right anyway.
Local beer, not my favourite.
I'm just a bit upset now that I didn't look at the McFlurries. Although, speaking of ice creams.
Snickers ice cream was your go-to every single night, wasn't it? Every time.
White chocolate Snickers ice cream. Wow.
Ice cream selection in Spain's phenomenal.
I'm getting, what do you call it now when you're like weaning off something?
Yeah, you're craving.
Like, Snickers ice cream.
Yeah, we end up walking out to the fat ice cream van at the
No,
park.
I'm really no.
Yeah, I
need to on a diet.
I need something to eat, but hey, that
was hungry.
Is dead. That flew by really quickly again.
Yeah, because we argued for the first 5 minutes.
That's good.
You need to apologise for being wrong.
No, it's not happening. That. Well, let's just say we're both right in our own worlds, even though you were. Right, I can't believe you didn't even notice that, but yeah. This will go on for another half hour if we carry on like this. But, that is episode 14.
14?
Done
and dusted. We're pretty much...
And dusted.
Finished. I love you.
And cheers for the 1,000 subscribers as well. Love it. Keep subscribing. Get your comments in. Let us know what you think. Your feedback is everything for the podcast. We'll see you in the next episode. And... what will really have happened this week? I don't know.
There'll have been another pre-season game.
2.
2. There we
Two
go.
more games to discuss.
Oh, and we'll hopefully have a new player. Come on.
Yeah,
Manifest.
We'll see. Guys, make sure you get your likes and get your comments in. Let us know what you think. And we will see you in the next episode, people.
Thanks, everyone. I'm not saying guys because we get told off.
You do.
Bye.